What's poppin' YouTube? Welcome to my channel, Astro Finesse. It's your boy Lil Finesse Jiggy Hippie, back with another video for y'all. And this video right here is if your Mercury sign is in Aquarius. And I'll pause for the cause. If you don't know what your Mercury sign is, if you don't know yourself through astrology or numerology, if you're just new starting off of this journey of self-love, self-knowledge, self-understanding, self-awareness, if you don't understand how important it is to learn about yourself, don't worry, it's not your fault, but I got you. There's a couple of videos. I'll put the link in the description. You got to watch them first to become hip to the knowledge of what I'm about to talk about right now. So if you look at your birth chart or your natal chart, it's the same thing. And you realize that your Mercury sign is in Aquarius, this video is for you. So without further ado, let's just get it popping, shall we? Now you already know before I start, I'm going to give y'all a list of some celebrities so y'all can visually see what Mercury and Aquarius people look like and act like in reality. So to start, we got your girl Rihanna, Steve Jobs, Martin Luther King Jr., Justin Bieber, Jennifer Aniston, Oprah Winfrey, Jim Carrey, Bob Marley, Alicia Keys, Jessica Biel, Ed Sheeran, Floyd Mayweather, Erykah Badu, the queen herself, Chris Rock, Steph Curry, Tinashe, and Dwayne Wade. All right, so boom, Mercury and Aquarius. Let's just have a little recap of what we talked about so far on this channel. We have the sun sign is your ego, your core energy. We have the moon sign is your emotions, how you react to things emotionally. The rising sign is your physical appearance, how you present yourself to the world, and also how you perceive yourself to be when you are in social situations for the first time. We have the Venus placement, which is what you're attracted to, what you spend money on, what you find value in. The Mars placement is how you go about getting that attraction, your action, your drive, your passion, the way you like to have sex, action. And then the Mercury placement is the way you communicate. It's the way you intellectualize things, the way you compute things in your mind. And I said that I use the word compute. This is Aquarius. That's a very dynamic word for Aquarius. I might get into that, but the way you compute things, the way you analyze things, the way you express yourself through speech, your voice pitch, how you interact with people through speaking. So having the Mercury in Aquarius, we all know Aquarius energy. We're living in the age of Aquarius, so Aquarius energy is all about technology and new inventions, innovation, doing things outside the box, doing things weird and eccentrics, very individualistic, all about humanity as a whole. They care about humanity as a whole. They're not really into that one-on-one relationship. They're into the humanity as a whole. So like somebody that's really individualistic and humanitarians. So now having the Aquarius energy in the category of Mercury, the way you speak. First thing I think about when I think about Aquarius Mercury, the way that y'all think and the way that y'all speak. First thing, let's get it out the way, is like they think and speak very logically. Everything about Aquarius Mercury is all about the facts. It's all about they have proof for whatever their opinions are about, whatever they speak on, they're gonna have proof about it. When you're telling them something, when you have an idea or an opinion, they're gonna ask you, all right, that's cool. Can you prove it? Like they're all about the cold, hard facts. Remember, Aquarius is like the very detached sign. We hear that all the time. They're detached from emotions. Emotions are not logical. Emotions are emotional, intuition. Logic is not emotional, just very straight to the point, straight to the facts. So them being detached from emotions means that when they're thinking, when they're speaking about something, they're not going to be getting their information through the emotional lens. They're going to get it through a detached logical lens. So everything about them is logical, straight, hard facts. These people like science. These people like math, because all this is like 1 + 1 is 2, no matter what country you live in, no matter where you are, 1 + 1 is 2. Like they like the cold, hard facts of everything. They like to research a lot too. Like Google is like Aquarius Mercury's best friend. Like Google, the internet, when you like type in a question, you get the answers right there. Like researching things, getting the facts, logically getting the facts, it's all about Mercury and Aquarius. So these people, they definitely see life and they speak about things, their opinions, everything they talk about, whatever they find passionate in when it comes to like their mind and what they think about. They're gonna seek the facts about it. They're gonna be detached from the emotional part of it. They're gonna seek the facts. So these people, are great giving advice. When you're coming to them with your emotions and all that, asking a Mercury and Aquarius for advice, they're gonna take that emotional question, they're gonna take the emotions out of it and give you like the most truest, cold hard facts advice they could give you. Like, they're gonna look at the whole situation from a bird's eye view, like a prospective type view, and give you like the cold hard facts and give you like the most logical answer to your question, to your they're gonna give you the most logical advice to whatever situation you're giving in. So these people are very logical when they speak and very all about research and cold hard facts. So don't come up to them with opinions. Don't come up to them when you're trying to argue your point if you don't have facts to back it up, because they're going to ask you where you got this information from. They're going to ask you to prove it. They want to see things. They're more like, they just want to see the truth about everything. They want to see the facts about everything. They want to see that, all right, this is proven because I looked it up, and this is what this article says. This is what the science say. This is what math says. Like, they're all about things that have been proven, that have research to back it up. Cold hard facts. Very logical people. Now, Aquarius energy, we all know, very individualistic. So these people, when you're speaking to them, they're going to be the type to always want to like challenge what you got to say. They're going to be the type to always want to go against the grain about whatever you say, whatever you stand by. Even if they low-key agree with you, just because Aquarius is Aquarius. Remember, Aquarius is ruled by the planet of Uranus and Saturn, but Uranus is a planet that goes on the sides, is natural rebellious people. So they like to go against the grain a lot. They don't think outside the box. They are outside the box. Like, they just do things completely different from the normal way of doing things. They just do things their own unique way. Unique people, eccentric is like the word to describe Aquarius. We already know this. So when you're speaking to them, they're the type to always want to debate with you, always want to like challenge what you got to say. And remember when I said when you're challenging what you got to say, and they want to hear your opinion about it, want to hear your side of it, come to them with the facts. Do not come to them with emotions and all that. They're not gonna. They don't mess with emotions like that. They want like the real scientific facts, whatever the situation is. So people around you, Mercury and Aquarius people, are gonna look at y'all like y'all low key emotionless when you're speaking. Cause I personally fuck with y'all because I don't really care about emotions like that. Have a moon in Aquarius and a Venus in Aquarius. So when I'm looking at something, I look at things through a logical way. I want things to be like cold hard facts, straight to the point. Mercury and Aquarius people would give that to me like straight to the point, cold hard facts. Like a Cancer Mercury person would try to like, emotionally get you to like, I don't know, they want to tug at your emotions a little bit. Aquarius Mercury does not care about all that emotion. They care about the logic and the cold hard facts. So people around you will be like, yo, y'all mad cold, or you're mad, like, you're just very like cold hearted sometimes because you don't really emotionally get into things. You just want the facts about it. So understand that about yourself. It's not a bad thing. It's not a good thing either. It's just who you are. It is what it is. Like, you only care about things that you could prove. You're only about the research. We live in the age of Aquarius, the information age. Like, information is all over the place. They are constantly learning. Like, Aquarius energy is like the genius of the zodiac. You're like the mad scientist. Like, y'all are constantly learning, constantly getting information. So like your mind is very, very quick, very intellectual. Remember, air is intelligence, intellectualism. So arguably said, y'all can argue if you want, but I believe that Aquarius energy is the most intellectual air sign because they are always grasping information of all different sorts. They don't discriminate. They detach themselves from emotions, so they don't really emotionally tie themselves to facts or whatever. They just want the information, they want the research, they want the cold hard facts. So like, they're always learning something. Remember, like I said, Google is their best friend. They're always quoting things. Well, I read from Google that yada yada, or I learned this from Google yada yada. Like, Google is their best friend because they're always thirsty for knowledge. They're always thirsting for knowledge because they're always thinking in the future. Future thinking, futuristic thinking, innovative, always inventing things. Steve Jobs, Mercury and Aquarius, the iPhone, like, you understand how ahead of his time he was. And even to this day, I'm using an iPhone right now. Like, it's like the future. Like, back in the day, he was like, all right, so the iPhone, you already knew that it's going to be like life changing. The whole world's going to change through this technology. Like, they're all about innovative thinking, new technology. And to be future thinking, to always think in the future, to always have that mind of like, I want to make this old thing become better. I want to invent something different. I want to be more innovative. you have to always be up to date with information. You have to be up to date with just information and just knowledge, basically knowledge. You have to be up to date with knowledge. So these people are always researching things, are always learning and keeping in knowledge in their head. Now, a lot of times, having a Mercury in Aquarius, like I said, air sign Mercury's, their mind moves very fast. Their mind is always thinking about something. So it's going to be hard for y'all to really pinpoint your ideas on one thing, because I know your mind is always thinking in the future. It's like your mind is everywhere but nowhere at the same time kind of thing, because your mind is always thinking about things. When you're talking to people, you're the type to, first of all, talk over them a lot if what they're saying does not really if what they're saying does not make sense to you, or if what they're saying is like too slow or too old school, whatever. You just like to over talk over them and be like, all right, so my idea is better, or my idea is more innovative, my idea is like just more smarter. Y'all feel like y'all really smart. So when you're talking to slower people, dumb people, you always like over talk over them. But because your mind is always working, you're gonna always need to be like more grounded in your ideas to actually make it and to actually put it in a tangible way. Like if you have like earth placements in your chart, having a Mercury in Aquarius will really help you take those ideas and make it in a tangible way. Like Mercury in Aquarius people, their mind is always moving, so they're gonna always be thinking about grand ideas. Y'all go through like eureka moments where like you're just gonna be sitting there and all of a sudden something comes up and you just like understand something. Like if you didn't know nothing about a topic, something will come up in your head and you just get like an idea or information that you already understand something without even studying it. It's like y'all just get these messages that you just understand things. Like y'all are always learning something, getting information. The mind is like a big computer. Like I said, compute things. Your mind is a big computer. Your mind is like the internet, has endless amounts of information of all its different sorts. So like I said, they always like to grasp knowledge. Now these people, this is going to be an extroverted Mercury sign. The sign before this was Capricorn Mercury. That's an introverted. This is extroverted, and next is Pisces, the last sign, which is introverted. So like I said, they like to grasp a lot of information. They also like to befriend a lot of different people, like to talk to a lot of different people. They love people and humanity as a whole. So they like to study people by being friends with them, learning about them, talking to them. They're not the type to really want to be like invested in a relationship like that, to be like all emotionally tied in with friendships like that. They like friendships because they could be detached sometimes, and then their friend will understand that, all right, so this person is just going through an Aquarius phase, or this person is like, that's my friend, so I know he or she's gonna come back. Like it's not like a relationship where they're expected to be there every day, or they're expected to have this emotional intensity. They like having different type of friends of all sorts, so they could be themselves, be individualistic, at the same time learn from other people, learn how they act, and just like to study people. They're really into studying things. They live their life studying and researching things. And you have all this knowledge in your head, so understand that, like I say in all my Aquarius videos, share it with people in a way that does not come off as you are high and mighty. Now I'm saying this because I already know you're smart as fuck, you're smart as hell, you're smart as shit. I already know this. Like you feel, because you grasp information so quickly, and because you detach yourself from emotions, so you can actually get to the facts of a situation, get to the logic, core facts of a situation. I already know that you have the capacity to learn a lot and to grasp a lot of information. And now Aquarius is the opposite of Leo. And now you already know Leos are very prideful of themselves. They're the king of the jungle, ruled by the sun. Everywhere they go, they shine. So they're very prideful of themselves. Opposite of Leo is Aquarius. So you can be prideful of your information. So knowing this, and you are the type to always like go around speaking like fun facts to people and all that. Like I understand that you always go around telling people things, and you automatically always go around sharing your information. You want to be able to share your information in a way that does not come off like you're high and mighty. Because having a Mercury in Aquarius, you have a talent to speak to people, and large amounts, like the masses will hear you. Like you have a talent of speaking to the masses. Like you have a way to speak to a large group of people, and they'll all like understand what you're saying, because the way what you're speaking is so future thinking, is so different, so eccentric, that a lot of people will be able to listen and understand what you're saying. If you're speaking it in a way that's not like I'm high and mighty, rather you're speaking it in a way like I'm trying to help humanity, or I'm a humanitarian and I'm trying to share my information with the world. So really keep that in mind, that you don't want to be so high and mighty with your knowledge, because I know you're smart, but don't be so prideful with your knowledge and with your brain. Use it as a tool to help humanity, catch up, basically, because your mind is always in the future. You're the type to always feel like you never fit in, and you're not supposed to fit in. Like, if everybody in the world is doing the same thing, and you have a Mercury in Aquarius, and you have to be here to be innovative, to be outside the box, you're not gonna fit in with everybody in the world. Understand that. So you standing out, you being individualistic, is you being yourself, and is you living it's actually living the energy that you have inside you. So embrace your individuality, embrace you being different, embrace you being weird, embrace you being bold, and that's how large masses of people will pay attention to you, to be like, who is this person? And when you speak, Mercury and Aquarius people, you will connect with a large group of people. Understand that you have that talent to connect with a large group of people. Aquarius energy is like very extremist to the point, to a T. Like, either they're all about something or they're completely against it. Like, it's no in between. Now, I said that Aquarius is ruled by Uranus and Saturn. So now remember, Saturn in my last video, Saturn is like the father time. Saturn is like disciplinarian. Saturn forces you to like stick with the process and be like disciplined and all that. So now Aquarius is like, they are like the most disciplined in their weird thoughts and ways. So let me explain that. Whatever they think, whatever they feel is right, whatever the ideologies are, whatever they know is right through facts and through research, they are going to be disciplined in this one mindset. But their mindset is going to always be completely different. That's where Uranus comes in. Uranus is going to make them go against the grain, be completely different, and then Saturn is going to make them be like disciplined in that ideology or the way they're thinking in that way. So understand this about yourself. You're going to be very fixed, because it's a fixed sign. Fixed in your ways, fixed in your ideologies, fixed in your mindset. You're going to be very fixed and disciplined in your mindset and ideologies. So it's going to be very hard for people to try and like deter you from that, try and change your mind, to try and make you think differently. So know this about yourself, that you're going to be very stubborn to your ideas, very stubborn to your thoughts. Use this to be like, all right, so because I'm well researched, because I've done a lot of research, because I'm very intellectual, very smart, and I grasp a lot of information, and the energy inside me, Saturn makes me fixated. Saturn disciplines me to like really stick with whatever I'm thinking about, whatever my mind is. Use that to help people learn the right way, not the right way, but learn like the new innovative way of doing things. Steve Jobs came in and told the masses and showed the masses a whole new way of talking to people on the phone, a whole new technology. Just showed the masses a whole new way of doing things. Now, if he was on the stage being all high and mighty, like, yeah, I made the iPhone and this is the best phone in the world, like if he was all high and mighty and not really like humble in his smart thinking, he wouldn't have grasped a lot of people like that. So understand that you have a way of speaking to the masses, and this is an Aquarius video, so I'm gonna say this again. Use the internet to speak to the masses, but the way you speak it should be not in a high and prideful way, like your the opposite Leo energy can really creep in and make you all high and prideful in your thought. It should be in a way that people can really look up to you and listen to you, and like can see that your ways are very different, very outside the box. But you being an example of setting the example of like, I know I'm very different, very eccentric, but my way is very innovative, is very inventive, is very future thinking. People will slowly catch up. Like, it's not your fault that you feel like you're always like left out in things, or you always feel like you're always too smart for people, or people you just don't fit in, or people don't understand you. Very misunderstood. Aquarius are very misunderstood to the max, just because like they are not emotional like that. So people can't really read y'all like that. It's like a lot of times y'all have this poker face where you look like you're not listening, you look like you don't care, you look like you're not paying attention, but deep down inside you really are paying attention, you really care a lot. But it's just that it's just hard to express your emotion outward like that. So people around you will not really understand the way you do things a lot, because they're going to be the more a type of being more emotional. They're going to be more of the type to really want to connect people emotionally like that. And because you're going to be kind of cold or be kind of detached from emotions, but then the logic side of your brain is really hyper extended, really extra like extra activated. The logic side of your brain is very extra activated. Because of this, people look at you like they don't understand y'all like that. I'm letting y'all know that I understand y'all big time. I understand that you are extremely intelligent. I understand that y'all grasp a lot of information. I understand that you like to do a lot of different things. You like to be like yourself and like to dabble in a lot of different things to get the information. Like all y'all do is like put yourself in situations to grasp information. Like that's all Mercury in Aquarius is all about, is like grasping information just so that they could be able to like share it with the universe. And I'm saying this one last time. Get a YouTube channel or just use any social media platform. And when I said that they're very extremists, like they like to some of y'all are really all about social media. And when you have like a social media platform, because it's a Mercury in Aquarius, you're gonna have like a lot of people following you like that. Either they're gonna be all about social media, or they're gonna be like completely against it. Like, I don't like social media, I'm completely against it, completely against the grain. I'm about to go like the other way, I'm about to go the other side. Like I'm not about to put myself out there like that. They're either all against something or all like completely against it. It's like they're extremists to the point like that. So understand that about yourself. Use your talents to better humanity. Use your voice, the way you can speak to the masses, the way you can speak logically about things, the way you could detach yourself emotionally and get to the core logic facts of things. Use that to help people learn about the future, to help people learn about the new innovative way of thinking. The way that you think is the new innovative way of thinking, because Aquarius energy is all about new and innovation and innovative. So that's my video on Mercury in Aquarius. I hope y'all enjoyed that. My next video is going to be on Mercury in Pisces. That's my last video of this series. And you already know I'm about to go in because that's my placement. Kind of want to do it, but you already know I got to do it. So I ain't going to, whatever. We're going to get to that. We're going to get to that. But if you have subscribed to my channel, appreciate all y'all. For real, for real. If you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and handle that one time for your boy. Drink your water. Mind your business. And be safe out here. It's your boy, Lil Finesse Jiggy Hippie. I'm going to see all y'all when I see y'all.